I don't have commentary on the State of the Union that I want to provide to you, but I do want to contrast something, which is I want to talk about this State of the Union versus the last State of the Union. I don't want to talk about the president or even the Democrats. I want to talk about what we've built. I remember distinctly talking to some people prior to the State of the Union 2025, and a lot of people in my community were legitimately afraid. And that day represented the first time we would hear an agenda from this current administration after the election, after the inauguration, after we saw the president in front of all those billionaires. And we began to see what we're now experiencing, and we began to see a lot of cruelty towards marginalized communities. I remember talking to a lot of people literally on the day of the State of the Union, which was actually, I think, in March of 2025. And at that time, still, there was a palpable sense of fear among those people, understandably. And a lot of people still feel afraid. But almost without exception, all of the people in my community, all the same people I talk to today, they are not afraid. They are out in their community. They're either building community or protecting their community or building mutual aid networks, or they're getting involved in their local politics, or they're getting involved in some way to push back. And I think that's really remarkable. And we are nowhere near out of the woods with any of this yet, as obviously January proved to be a chaotic, horrible month. 2 American citizens killed in Minneapolis. We have already seen an increase in the number of deaths in ICE custody. We are nowhere near the end of this. But the contrast to how I personally felt on the State of the Union after the State of the Union 2025 and how I feel today is very different. And the people that I know, the people that I trust, and the people that I know are showing up every day to build community, to push back, to show up, it's leagues and orders of magnitude different. And I think specifically because our elected officials have literally abandoned us, it has forced us to be more powerful, to be stronger, and to be in our communities. And it's not just elected officials in Washington. It's literally down to the elected officials in our actual communities. They're all failing us. They're nowhere to be found. And all of the exposition of all of this has led us to really understand that we must take our power for ourselves. And we are doing that. And so, as I think, I'm not going to comment on the State of the Union. Other people will do that for you. What I am going to comment on is you and your community, our community, and how much stronger we are just 1 year later. I think it's worth celebrating.